Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans potentially trading for T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins would be a great fit for this Houston Texans team, and there is a real possibility he could end up in Houston. I don't know how likely it is, but there is a possibility. So let's start off with the fact that T. Higgins got franchise tagged the other day. It's been reported by Bleacher Report and other sources that there is a real chance that this was also reported by Adam Schefter, that there's a real chance that T. Higgins gets traded once they're not able to agree to a new deal. I feel like T. Higgins, there is a strong chance he could end up in Houston. This Houston Texans and Cincinnati Bengals team have a history of doing business with the Joe Mixon trade, and I think T. Higgins, I think Cincinnati's going to potentially try to work with T. Higgins to find the right spot for him. Obviously, they're going to want what's best when it comes to getting the best draft value they can get for T, but I think they're going to make sure they send him to a place where he'd also like to go, out of respect for him, since he's been at the franchise for 5 seasons and has done a lot of good things for their team. And why not go to a place where he's comfortable with Joe Mixon, and they played with each other for 4 seasons, and so I feel like Joe Mixon definitely creates more of a want for T. Higgins to come to Houston and for the Houston Texans to be more interested in him. The Texans need to make moves at wide receiver this offseason, and T. Higgins could be a potential option. I think the only worried thing that would potentially, make the Texans not be interested in T. Higgins is having to pay him. Is that something the Texans want to do? And that would be the interesting thing. That's one reason why I feel like maybe the Texans wouldn't be interested in trading for him. Is having to pay him either this offseason or next offseason. And so, we'll see what they end up doing. I definitely would love to see T. Higgins on this team. Last year, played 12 games, still had 911 receiving yards and 10 receiving touchdowns, even though he missed 5 games. Could you imagine the numbers he would have put up if he played all 17? And then, 2023 played 12 games, 656 receiving yards and 5 receiving touchdowns. 2023 was a little bit enough year. I just like the idea of T. Higgins and Nico Collins on the same team. I think it'd fit well, especially with Joe Mixon. But we'll see what ends up happening. Let me know your thoughts on the potential trade for the Texans in the comment section. Go Texans.